Hey guys, my name is Carter. I run a window cleaning business here in Tampa, Florida, and we do about 40 to 50K a month in revenue. I've trained around 5 to 6 sales reps in the last month, and I just wanted to come on here and share something that I share with them all the time, and that's that sales, at least door to door, is 90% mental, and only 10% of it is actually the technical stuff where you got to learn the script and the sales psychology and whatnot. And it's because, think about it, like, you have your KPIs. You know that if you hit 100 doors, you're going to at least sell one person. Let's just say statistically, if you hit 100 doors, you're selling one person. Say you hit 100 doors, you give 10 quotes out, and you sell one person. It's the same thing with fishing. Say you're out there for 4 hours, and you put this much casts in, you get this much bites, you get this much fish. You know your statistics, but if you've ever been fishing, you know that sometimes you're out there for 3 hours and you catch nothing. And then there's another fisherman that's out there and same lake, same fish, catches 3 in 30 minutes. It's the same exact thing as that, guys. Think about it like this as well. You throw up 50 quarters. You throw up 100 quarters. Statistically, it should be 50 and 50 heads, 50 tails. You know what I mean? But it's probably going to end up being like 46 heads and 54 tails. And you see it on the ground. A lot of them, you're going to find a lot of heads here. You might find a lot of tails here. They're going to be in clumps. So think about it. When you're on the doors, statistically, you're supposed to get that one sale every 100 doors knocked. But sometimes it might take you 200 doors knocked, and then you'll get 2 back to back. So when you're out there and you're in a slump, you're 3 hours in and you have no sales, you're going to probably be down. You're going to be a lower energy state. And if you're at a low energy state when you're due for those 4 sales, you're not going to get any of them because you're at a low energy state. So the most important thing is to stay at a high baseline frequency, your high baseline energy level. So whenever you get to the part where you're due, you're not missing out on the sales. And this has helped me so much just thinking about it like this, to the point where I'm able to sell $2,000 on average per day, and I'm still doing some back end work. I got to help out technicians sometimes when they're behind, and if I didn't have to do that, I'd be hitting 3K on average every day. But yeah, and another thing is, don't let simple things or people steal your energy. And this is why I got an operations manager now, because if I have to deal with unhappy clients, or if I have to deal with technicians telling me little tiny problems that are like easily fixed, that's taking some of my energy that I could be using to sell, and it's giving it to them. And I'm going to be in a worse state of mind just because I have to deal with that stuff. So I got an operations manager, and it just keeps me dialed in the whole entire time on sales only. And I do have to do a little bit of stuff here and there, but because of that, my mindset is just a lot better, and it's a lot easier for me to focus on sales. And think about it like here, people, they're not personally going to get mad at you unless maybe they have a no soliciting sign and you knock it. Then maybe they're personally mad at you. But a lot of times there's random things that go in other people's lives where maybe their girl left them last week and they're just in a terrible mood. They come out and they see you knocking on their door. They're going to get really mad, tell you get off my property or whatnot. And if you let that ruin your state of mind or bring your energy level down, it's not going to be looking good. It's a downward spiral from there. And think about it like this as well. Like, you're not going to have those good people in the neighborhoods. You're not going to have those laydowns if you don't have, those people that get mad. It's never going to be perfect, guys. And that's what you got to realize. Don't even sit in your car for 5 minutes overthinking knocking on doors. Now, I've caught myself doing this, but that ruins your energy level too. Like, if you overthink it, then you're probably going to go out there and knock for 30 minutes, and you're going to have a bad start, rough start. After that, you're probably going to go home. Like, the best thing to do is just get out there, high energy, have some caffeine. That's what I do now. And I'm always pumped up to get out there, and once you get the momentum rolling, it's really, really good. And like the momentum is crazy. Like if you're out there for 3 hours and you get nothing, it doesn't matter, because you feel the momentum, and you're just out there until you get what you deserve and what you're due for. I mean, like the 26th person you knock doesn't know that you've knocked 25 people already. So like if you let that 25th person bring you down and bring your energy state down, and you bring that to the 26th person, which is literally there for first conversation of the day, if you are in a bad energy state talking to them when you're a brand new person to them, they're not buying anything from you. So you got to treat every single conversation like a new conversation, but also stay at a high energy level. And every conversation is a new conversation. Like there's no reason that you should let the last conversation like bring you down. And another thing is, man, never judge a neighborhood too early. I still struggle with this a little bit, but if you judge it too early, then in your mind you're gonna think, oh yeah, this neighborhood is terrible. And if you're thinking about that already, it's gonna be subconsciously lowering your energy state like we've been talking about, and you're going to miss out on some laydowns or some sales just because you're in a worse state of mind just thinking, oh, this neighborhood sucks. So don't give up on a neighborhood too early. Back to the statistics, every single no that you get is statistically closer to you getting a yes. And I can feel literally when I'm due on the doors and I'm like, oh yeah, there's a sale coming in here soon. And it's just because, I'm staying at that good baseline frequency, and boom, it just literally lays down in front of me, and that's a sale. I made a lot of TikToks about this topic, but it's when, this is a bad salesman when they get too hyped over a sale, or when they get too sad over a no. You got to stay emotionally disconnected, and if you're too connected to the point where you're jumping up and down doing some hopscotch for a sale, it's not going to be good when you don't get one for 2 or 3 hours. You definitely got to be emotionally disconnected, and you got to stay neutral, but you got to be at a high baseline. Like I've talked about the baseline so much, it's so important though. And I mean, a story for me, I've knocked, a day where I've got like 1 or 2 sales, and it wasn't good, and I was feeling low energy, low momentum. But went into the next day, started at my high baseline frequency, like we've been talking about, and I came out and I sold 14 jobs in a day, and that's just how it is. Sometimes it's the neighborhood, but most of the time it's you. That's pretty much all I have to share. If you guys like the video, leave a like. But if you, more importantly, if you are in the St. Pete or the Tampa area and you want to learn the skill of sales, literally changed my life, changed also a lot of other people's lives around me. DM me on Instagram. It's at Carter UTech, or just comment on the video with your Instagram handle, and I'll hit you up from there. But I appreciate you guys watching. See ya.